Maddie, you definitely done this before because that's the transition I was looking for. Ninja Warrior. So this is something else you competed in, right? So I got a shout out to the Boo Boo. I don't know what's your husband's name. Your boyfriend's is it boyfriend or husband?
My husband. His name's Tyler.
Tyler, shout out to Tyler. Good for you, Tyler, for suggesting that Maddie do some the Ninja Warrior. But did he actually suggest that you do Ninja Warrior? Did you know anything about Ninja Warrior, or was it his idea and then you jumped on in?
Well, that's interesting because when I was my senior year of gymnastics, I was just like talking about what I was going to do once I got done and how I needed to find a new passion. And he just jokingly was like, hey, like, this is a show I've watched all growing up. You should totally be on this show. And we both just laughed about it. And then actually the day that I graduated from nursing school, my family was down and my husband's family. And there was a ninja gym that opened up in St. George, which is just like 45 minutes away. And so that night we actually all went down and tried it out. And that was kind of like the beginning.
Congratulations. Good for you. I'm happy that you did it. I really, really am happy that you did it. Because I feel like, I don't know. So please explain to me like what the process is, right? Because everything that I found when I was trying to look this stuff up is like you have to be chosen, right? It's not something like you apply for or you're good enough and you just make the cut. Like how does one become a Ninja Warrior, or how does one like compete, even attempt to be on the show? Like what is the process of getting on the Ninja Warrior show?
Yeah, so you have to submit an application. They want a 3-minute video, and then there's like an application of like 25 different questions that you have to fill out. And then you basically just submit it and wait. And so you submit that application like the very end of December. And then if you get on the show, they call you like 3 weeks before the show actually like is on. And then you just have to show up 3 weeks later and in that city and compete. And so it's kind of like a long waiting period because I got the call in April. And so from January to April, I was just waiting and I had no clue if I was going to be on the show or not. But there's actually like 70,000. I think I've heard that there's like 70,000 people that apply to be on the show. And there's about 600 that get chosen. And that's including like all of their favorites that they bring back year after year. And so it's pretty difficult to get chosen for the show.
I think it's absolutely amazing that you did get chosen. I think you worth it. It makes sense. You did gymnastics. You kicked some serious ass. But like, it is super intense. 70,000 to 600. Maddie, you're a special lady. You're a special lady. It's intense.
That was lucky.
So for your video, did you send stuff from your gymnastics for your 3-minute video to get onto the Ninja Warriors? Was it all gymnastic stuff? Was it like you in the gym, like jumping and holding on bars? And like, what did you send? What was in that video?
Yeah, actually all of the above. So a lot of Ninja Warrior, it's a TV show first and then an obstacle course. And so they want every contestant to have like a story to go along with them. And so I sent in about my past gymnastics. I sent in about being an ICU nurse, and then also footage of me in the gym just to show that I actually could do some of the obstacles.
Makes sense. So I know, like in the video I made about you, like last week, I talked about how being a gymnast like helped you slide right on into the Ninja Warrior world. But yeah, of course, there's a lot of things that are similar, but I feel like there's a lot more that's not the same, right? Because Ninja Warrior is literally going through obstacles. Maybe you use the same muscles, maybe all of that stuff. But what was the most difficult thing transitioning from a gymnast to doing Ninja Warrior? What did you have to practice the most at the gym? Like, what was your issue? What did you need to work on the hardest? And like, what were the differences in general?
Yeah, that was a great video, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I think when I got there, I had like a lot of the upper body strength already from gymnastics, but also all my calluses had fallen off. So I had to start from scratch with that. And then something that was really hard for me was like the different holds. So like there's a lot of like cliffhanger holds in there where you're just hanging from your fingers. And I didn't have any of that strength from gymnastics. And so that's something that every time I went into the gym, I would hang that way for as long as I could and just try and build up that strength. And I've gotten a lot better at it, but at the beginning, I could barely hang that way.
So you're talking about like just like holding on with like you just like are like I'm just holding on to the wall just like that. Because
Well, have you seen like the little ledges that you hold on to? So they're like maybe this thick, and you just
yes.
have to hold on with your fingertips.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so that makes sense because that's super super difficult. Because I don't even know if it was last year. I think it was like maybe 2 years ago that
Mhm.
rock climbing blew up like everywhere. Everyone and their mother in these like rock climbing gyms, and everyone was talking about wrist strength. And did you do any of that stuff at all? Is that something that you did? Attempted when you were working to like strengthen your grip strength?
Any rock climbing?
Yeah.
Oh, so I didn't actually before the show, but then just recently, after I went to Las Vegas, I started getting into rock climbing. And so
Oh,
I got all the gear for my birthday and we've started going out. And so I'm hoping that'll take my training to the next level.
congratulations.